And hello everyone, and welcome back to Play It Till You Die. I am your host, nicodemoscain, and this is the series where you've only got one life to live. And when you're done with that life, whenever you hit game over, that's it. You gotta stop, turn the game off, and go back to your measly, pathetic existence. We are back in Final Fantasy. We have been playing the original NES version of the Final Fantasy for the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy. And what we've been doing is we've been doing silly parties. We started off doing an all-white mage party. Then, of course, we did a black mage, thief, red mage, and then black belt. Now we are finally to the fighter party. Now, I have said before that I know that the fighter party will go the distance. Or could possibly go the distance. I don't really know for sure. I know that the last time I played through with the fighter, I got a fairly long way through. So I know that it is completely possible that we could get at least halfway through the game with the fighter. So, I am just looking at my handy-dandy Nintendo Power Strategy Guide for this game, which is mine. I've had this since the game first came out, 1990. I've already told this story many times. I'll probably tell it again, just so you guys know. But I'm looking to see what the fighter is able to buy. And it looks like hammers and rapiers and chain armor. So we might as well just go ahead and do this. So we're going to go ahead and do this. So let's just jump right into this. Now, I have been experimenting a little bit with the... I don't know what you want to call it. With the Elgato, with the streaming. Because I have been having a massive problem. What should we go for? Rapiers or hammers? Rapiers? Hammers? Anyone? Hammers? Rapiers? They both do the same amount of damage. Let's just go with the rapiers. Why not? But I have been having a major problem with the stream. It seems that... Well, for some reason it seems that my laptop did not like the amount of information processing through it. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe YouTube didn't like what I was doing with it. But the way I record these is that I stream them from my Retron 5 through my Elgato onto YouTube. And unfortunately, what's been happening is that my laptop is such crap that it will not process it fast enough. So if I do too much on screen at once, it does this weird thing where it just glitches out and the entire bottom of the screen just kind of goes all wonky. That, or I might get a completely gray screen. And I kind of fiddled around with it and I kind of played around with it, and I found out that if I lowered the amount of megabits per second that are going through the stream, some reason that works. I don't know why. I don't like that. I don't like losing, because I was at a 2.5 megabits per second. Now I'm at like a 1.5, and I'm like, really? That just seems really damn slow. But I think for a game like this, since this is only 8-bit, maybe it means something. Who knows? I'm hoping that this will work out fine. I am so tired of seeing the craptastic gameplay that I've been having. But, I don't know. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Nobody ever watches these anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, I got all my weapons. The way that this works is we buy all the weapons, and then we spend the rest of our money on potions. Now, unfortunately, 40 gil will not get me a potion. So, we are doing this raw. We are going down... Will you move out of my way? We are going up to the Temple of Fiends, and hoping to God we don't get killed. Now, the other way that this works is... I take this line by line. I will walk up to the castle, line by line. That way, at least we have a chance to level up. And most times we've been leveling up. We will at least catch one level before we get to the castle, which is nice. But then usually 9 times out of 10, we will get killed right whenever we walk in the castle door. So this is the way I figured is the best way to do it. Is we can get experience. It gives us a chance to not just run through the game, because honestly, if you run through the game, you're just going to die anyways. This gives us a chance to actually get some levels, see what can happen. It also gives us a chance to get some gil, because the other thing I said too was that we cannot stay at an inn, and we cannot resurrect a character once they've died. Once they're dead, that's it, they're done. And we cannot completely heal the party. What we can do is we can spend the rest of our money on potions, and we can also spend it on new armor and new weapons as we get to that point. So, when it gets to that point, then we'll talk about it. I have not made it into the next city. I made it just outside of the next city, which is I don't remember the name of it. It's to the east of here. I was going to say it's to the right of where we are right now, but it's to the east of us. And going out that way, it's a very, very long walk, and you wind up getting killed all the way out. But look at this, man. These guys are only getting hit like for 1 HP at a time, and they're hitting like a Mack truck. You gotta love this. And I've said it on the other episodes, and yes, please, if you haven't seen the other episodes, please go see the other episodes. But I've said it on the other episodes, I know that the fighter can make it. I've seen the speed runs that guys have been doing with an all-fighter party. I myself have played through past the pirate ship, where you have to go into the next town and get the pirate ship from the pirates with a fire party, so I know it's possible. I mean, and then that was even just me just walking straight through. That wasn't even me doing this leveling stuff, So it's all a matter of just getting through it now. And I know that this is going to be a long playthrough. This will probably be multiple episodes. I'm kind of putting a number on it right now. I'm gonna say I bet you we get 6 or 7 episodes out of this. 6 or 7 episodes at about 20 minutes apiece, maybe, give or take, I don't know. I'm thinking that I should do it just between each individual boss, because I know the first boss would be, Grams. We gotta watch out for these guys. I have found out also while playing this that when you hit the Grams, that's usually whenever you wind up losing a lot of health. But it doesn't seem like they're doing too much to me. But I'm going to say 6 episodes, just as kind of a, I'm not going to say a standard, but I'm going to say that seems like that's going to be the way it's going to be. And, to go from dungeon to dungeon or city to city, maybe, would be the best way to say that I'm going to do it. I really don't know yet. I have not really thought past this point. Honestly, if you go back and watch the very first episode, the White Mage episode, you will see just how unprepared I was for this series. I did not really know exactly how I was going to do this. And now it's just like, now that we're here, and I've been thinking about it, I really have been thinking about this for the past couple weeks. It's like, now that we're here, it's like, shit, what do I do? Where am I supposed to go now? So we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it one step at a time. We're gonna see what the fighter can do. We're gonna hope that he doesn't constantly miss enemies like this crap. Ugh. But yes, this is my actual Final Fantasy game. I got this. I've had to change my story because as we've been going, I've slowly but surely figured out that this game, I got this game in Christmas of 1990. Of course, the game itself came out, I think it was, July of 1990? It was a summer game, which is weird because they don't really put out games in the summer anymore. Well, they do now, just because they know that there's an audience for it now. And Mad Ponies 2. I gotta worry about Mad Ponies. But I got this in Christmas of 1990. This is my actual cartridge I've had since then. And I didn't want it at first. I asked for Battletoads and Blaster Master and one other game, which I do not know what it was. I think maybe it was Super C at this point. I don't really know. Maybe it was Metal Gear. I don't remember. But I got Final Fantasy as my third game, and I know that I did not touch it for the longest time. It stayed in the box, probably stayed wrapped in the box, and what happened was I could not convince my mom to take it back to the store. I bet you I think she probably told me just to play the thing and see if I liked it or not. Because that's the way we were, you know. We're kind of a middle-class family, the lower middle-class family. You know, when you bought a game like this, you were expected to play with it. And I did. I played with all my toys. But I am pretty sure that I put this one off to the side for a while and didn't touch it for the longest time. And when I did finally play it, I did have the Nintendo Power Strategy Guide, and I said, you know what? I've got the game. Let's go through it. Let's see what it is. And I know that on the end of it, I loved it so much that I took a picture of the end screen because I was going to send it into Nintendo Power, but I never did. And I think what happened was I took the picture and the film because they came on cartridges. I didn't get the film developed for a long time because the date on the cartridge actually says November of, I think it was 92, and I know I beat the game before that. There's no way in the world that I spent that long sitting on the game without playing it. So I think more than likely what happened was, you know, I took the picture, but I never got the film developed, and then suddenly out of nowhere, a couple years later, it's like I developed the film, and then hey, look, there's Final Fantasy. I really don't know. I thought for sure that I would have left some notes in the strategy guide that would have told me, but I didn't. Because I write in all my strategy guides. There's always little things in the corners, or I'm always doing a little checklist on all the quests that I could do. You know, there's all kinds of stuff, and there is writing in my actual strategy guide. Where I wrote in, like, you know, such and such is, you know, immune to this, or just fixing little things that the writer of the strategy guide didn't put in. So here we are, Temple of Fiends and Garland. No one touches my princess, Light Warriors, ha ha ha, whatever. And I think what's probably going to happen is the first fighter is going to go down at 15 HP. I don't think he's going to stay around for very long. Oh, he missed! And it is entirely possible for me to kill him within two rounds. I know it's entirely possible for me to kill him in 2 rounds. So we're just going to do this and hope that he doesn't get hit. If he gets hit, then... Ooh. Critical hit terminated. There you go. Boom, baby. What's up? And so it begins. So we go up to the princess. So you, the Light Warriors, thank you. And then we get transported back to Cornelia Castle. Cornelia, whatever it's called. Talk to the king. King says he's going to build us a bridge. Shippy skippy. There you go. Talk to the princess. Princess gives us loot. There we go. Yippee skippy. And we are on our way. That's how easy this game is. Honestly, no, it's harder than this. Of course, you're supposed to go around. You're supposed to talk to everybody. You're supposed to go through all the different stuff and try to figure out where everything is. But in the interest of time, I don't do that. I don't want to do that. We're already going to be balls deep in this game. As far as episodes, I know this. I know this for a fact. It's a fighter party. Like I said, we're going to get at least 6 episodes out of this. If we get more than that, then it's going to wind up turning into a big series. And I don't know if I want to turn it into a big series or not. But I know it's going to happen. You know, it's entirely possible. So it's just a matter of, you know, how fast do we want to go at this point? You know, I don't need to talk to these people. I don't want to talk to these people, but I just want to get over with. Get it over with. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. I need to heal him. He is just going to sit there and get hit. Wow, really? All 5 of them. That just took 5 HP. Alright, I will heal him. That. But I said this is how we're going to do it. Is that we're going to buy nothing but health potions. No cure, no nothing like that. It's going to be pure health potions. And we can use the health potions to cure ourselves completely up. Or we can just use the health potions like this, where it's only where we need it. There's rules. There's rules to follow. We're going to follow the rules. I'm going to try to follow the rules at least. I know I can follow the rules. It's because there aren't any. Ha ha ha. No, there's rules. But we're going to take these lines all the way up on this side until we get up here to the bridge. I know if nobody's ever played this game, I'm spoiling a lot. I know I'm spoiling a lot. But you know what? You need to play the game. If you are a Final Fantasy fan and you are able to play... if you're a Final Fantasy fan and you consider yourself a fairly hardcore gamer, and I'm not talking about the kinds that they have to have every single little thing and they have to, do all the stuff. I mean, if you consider yourself one of those gamers that likes a challenge and really loves Final Fantasy, then I say play this game. There's different versions of Final Fantasy 1, but by all means, play this version. This version, it's hard as nails, but it's the way it's meant to be played. I did a playthrough of the newer Final Fantasy, the PlayStation 1 version of the Final Fantasy, and I loved it. It was great. I'm glad I played it, and it really, really improved on the game, but it wasn't this. It wasn't my Final Fantasy. This is my Final Fantasy. This is the one, like I said, that I played. I first got it. I've had it. I know I've played through it at least 3 times in my life. Maybe more. I don't know. I think at least 3. And it's one of those games that it set me on that road of enjoying RPGs. It set me on that road of enjoying games that weren't just side-scroller, platformers, or like the racing games that I used to play, or, the stuff like Pac-Man, or, the arcade games. It showed me that you can have a video game that has a story. You can have a video game that has, a leveling system, has a definitive beginning and end, has, this whole world that, they make for you. That's, yes, I did pass by it. We have to do the last line. But it has this whole world that's a part of it that you can enjoy. And I love it. I think it's great. And I've followed Final Fantasy ever since. And I'm trying to play through all the main series within the next couple years. And I'm going back and I'm trying to finish a lot of the other games. I know I just got Mystic Quest, and I'm trying to get the Final Fantasies that were on the Game Boy, which some of them are expensive as hell. Don't get me wrong. It is not cheap to play Final Fantasy anymore. Retro Final Fantasy. But it's my favorite game series. That's why we're doing this, is because this is without a doubt, because it's turning 30 years old, because I feel so damn old. Because it's turning 30, that it's like, we gotta play it. We have to play this. It's an amazing thing. It really is. Alright, what else is left? CS scenario production by the A-Team. If you need a game, if you can find them, you can hire the Square A-Team. Alright, anyways. So that's the first part of this playthrough. Like I said, we're probably going to get 6 episodes out of this. I don't even know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure we're going to get pretty far with the fighters. I'm just saying, they're fighters. They're going to make it pretty far. So we'll just have to see. But anyways, thank you guys for coming around and checking this out. This has been Final Fantasy. The name of the series is Play It Till You Die. You play it till you get a game over, and then that's it. You're done with the game. You can't play it anymore. I am thinking about doing more of these after I do this. And I think it's going to be my Nintendo collection. I think that's going to be a fun little thing to do. Because I do have a lot of Nintendo games. I got a lot of Super Nintendo games. And I got a lot of Nintendo... man, I got a ton of Nintendo 64 games. Don't even get me started on that. But I'm thinking, you know what? Every game that I have has a tale to it. And playing through it until you die, it's a great way to tell some stories. So I think we might do that. I don't know. Anyways, I babbled enough. Thank you guys very much for coming around and checking it out. Like I said, I've been nicodemoscain. This has been Play Till You Die. Like, comment, subscribe, or don't. And until next time, I wish you all well in all your future endeavors, and I hope that the world lasts for you. You guys take it easy, come back around, and stay alive.